Good morning, traders. It's a new month, new day, new you. So looking at the overall charts, we're going to focus on basically following the chart. We're looking at the SPY on the 180-day 4-hour chart. And what we could see is that the SPY is rejecting the SMA. We keep on rejecting the SMA towards the downside. Whenever the stock is above the SMA, the stock is basically deemed to be on a bullish trend. And when the stock is below it, that SMA can act as resistance. So definitely want to watch and be cautious this blue line over here. You can see that we basically got really close to it yesterday, and we basically started to pull back. If you jump towards the 1 minute, you can see pre-market high is like 439, which is pretty epic, but we couldn't basically get above that SMA. So today, two things we need to watch. We need to watch to see if we get a 180-day crossover on the MAC to the downside. And then if we start to hold below the trade line, right? So this trade line follows the stock. So as long as we stay below that trade line, then we're going to be more in favor for a bearish trend. So if that happens, watch for a break below 430. Below 430, you can see there was some type of support happening over here. It was some type of conjunction zone before. So watch for the break below 430. And we could start getting down towards like the 427s and maybe even going down towards 424. If the stock remains bullish, MACD did not cross down yet. So if it remains bullish, the RSI, if we're looking at it, it has room for either or activity. But if we start to get above 434, we could start basically pushing back up towards those 439 zones. So keep that in watch. Jumping down towards the 20-day chart over here, you can see the 20-day has actually crossed down, and we are above the 20-day SMA. One or two things are going to happen, right? We break that SMA, we break that 430, then we head towards the downside, or we break the trade line around like that 435, MACD basically cross up, and then we can start basically retesting those 439 zones. So keep that on watch on the overall SPY. Make sure you guys don't rush into anything at the bell, kind of let things settle out, figure out where they want to go. Next one we're going to talk about is Tesla. Looking at Tesla, Tesla is going to move with the market. Tesla is sitting above the 20-day SMA, finding some type of support. MACD has crossed down over here. So if we do break that SMA anywhere below 850 down towards 837, we could see some possible downside. Upside with 877, and then we could basically start pushing up towards those 900 zones, maybe even going up towards maybe 920. So keep that in mind for Tesla. Jumping over towards the 180-day for Tesla, you can see MACD is still crossed up, still above the 180-day trade line. So in the meantime, Tesla does seem to be bullish. If the market starts to turn, we start to go down, Tesla's going to follow through, but we need to break above at least this 876 zone in order to start pushing up towards those 900s. You can see 876 has been some type of basically strong support in the past, so we need to get above it. As long as we stay above the 180-day trade line, I'm going to be bullish on Tesla, so keep a watch out for that. Stay patient, and on to the next one. Next stock, and probably the last stock we're going to be talking about, keeping it a short watch list, focusing on quality over quantity. Looking at AMD over here, we're looking at AMD still above that 180-day trade line. One thing we could see about AMD is that it has a bullish ascending pattern. Basically, we're on an uptrend, right? So that's pretty good. Nice little stepping staircase. We're pushing up, coming back, pushing up, coming back, pushing up, coming back. So next area for us to watch. This is a very nice play that we could possibly squeeze out of this wedge over here from that 124 towards that 127. If we start to break the wedge to the downside, watch for the break below 120, then we can start retesting 119 and maybe lower. So this is a pretty nice pattern. Definitely want to watch this, especially with the morning activity. If we get a nice crossover on the smaller charts and we break this zone, we could see some more possible upside. So a lot of news in the headwind. So definitely want to be cautious in this kind of market. Follow the charts is key. Right now, we are trying to form a candle underneath that 180-day trade line. So keep that in mind. If this MACD does cross over, we could possibly see some more downside, maybe even a retest of 410. I know it sounds crazy, but the RSI has the possibility for it. All right, so I'll see you guys in the chat room. Hopefully you guys have a green day. If you guys like this video, make sure you give us a like, subscribe, share it to a friend, and I'll see you later.